Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda and welcome to Ignition Time. I appreciate you all. Guys, just when you thought, just when you thought you had seen everything, we get a new piece of news which is shocking, to say the least. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. Welcome to my channel. I want you to know that I really appreciate you, and I work hard on this channel to bring you the latest news. And some new information has indeed come in, information that is going to impact the stimulus negotiations, which are still ongoing. It's just unbelievable that we're still talking about this. This channel is about the country, the economy, and about money. And I think that that our elected officials, again, like I said, just when you thought you had seen everything. So let me tell you what's happening right now. House Speaker Pelosi was planning a vote tomorrow morning, in on the floor of the House, and the idea was by unanimous consent, by unanimous consent, to push for the $2,000 stimulus check. Now, this would still have to go through the Senate. I want to be clear about that. But I think House Speaker Pelosi is seizing on the opportunity that has essentially been created by President Trump's announcement last night that he wants larger stimulus checks. And I did do another video on our channel prior to this one where I talked about what I call the stimulus checkmate, because I do believe that we are in a situation where the Republicans are in an impossible situation. If they agree to the president's demand for the $2,000 stimulus checks, that'll go against everything that they have resisted so far. Not to mention that there were 190 phone calls by the US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin as he was trying to negotiate this. And now he finds out that his boss decides to change everything. Also, in some rather interesting reporting, last Thursday, the White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows tried to talk President Trump out of making a public announcement for a larger stimulus check. Now, what's interesting is that President Trump had indeed wanted $1,200 to $2,000 stimulus checks, and Trump had told allies he wanted at least $1,200 as much as $2,000 stimulus checks. And the White House aides, including the White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, did intervene last Thursday to tell President Trump, don't do that because that'll blow up the entire stimulus negotiations. So President Trump didn't do anything last Thursday, and then lawmakers worked through the weekend, the House and the Senate, to come up with this $900 billion stimulus package, which, by the way, was created painstakingly. This was, as you know, this was a painstakingly created package. And we have a situation where the president now essentially, doesn't want to do it. Comment below and let me know whether you agree with what the president has done so far, and whether you agree with the president's position about this entire situation. Just some incredible stuff that's actually going on. So let me know what you think in the comment section. In the comment section below, I do want to hear from our community. Now, again, like I said, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows did try to talk President Trump out of demanding that the stimulus bill contain $2,000 stimulus checks last week. Okay, so he did try and talk President Trump out of that. But as you know, President Trump, has decided that this is the way it has to go. Let me know whether you agree. Please share this video also with friends and family. So President Trump did decide that, there wasn't enough money, there was a lot of wastage. And, here's something interesting. Rand Paul, the senator from Kentucky, actually created a report called the Festivus Report. Yep, this is not a joke. He created a report called the Festivus Report. Okay, it's a 170, 180 page PDF file. I'll provide you with that report. Actually, I'll do another video on it and release that on our channel. And Rand Paul said that there were $54 billion being wasted. Now, in case you're like, $54 billion, and you're like, wow. In case you're thinking $54 billion, I have some news for you. Do you know what the GDP of the United States of America is? The GDP of the United States of America, the gross domestic product, in other words, a measure of how many transactions we do, how much money we spend, that's over $20 trillion. Do you know how much money the United States government collected in the past 12 months? Okay, the United States government collected well over $3 trillion, about 16% of GDP. So the United States government collected $3.5 trillion. $3.5 trillion. Now, in case you, in case it's like, well, okay, how do I quantify that? I have a math lesson for you. Are you guys ready for the math lesson? Guys, give me a round of applause if you want the math lesson. The math lesson is that, guys, bear with me here. You're about to have an aha moment in the next 1 minute. $1 trillion is 1 followed by 12 zeros. Okay, so 1 followed by 12 zeros is a trillion. $1 billion is 1 followed by 9 zeros. In short, when you add, 1,000 to, in other words, when you add 3 more zeros to a billion, you get 1,000 billion. That's a trillion. Okay, all right, that's a math lesson right there. Now here's something important. If the country makes $3.5 trillion, okay, let's just take away 9 zeros. That, let's say you made $3,500, okay, and now let's take the 54 billion and take away 9 zeros. You're left with $54. If you made $3,000 and you wasted $54, would you consider that excessive wastage? Now, wastage in any way, shape, or form is bad. I want to be clear about that. Any kind of wastage is indeed actually bad. Okay, so I'm not denying that. I'm not an advocate of wastage. I want our viewers and subscribers to know that. But if you have a country that collects $3.5 trillion a year and is wasting $54 billion, why are you freaking out about that? I mean, what's wrong with you? It's in the grand scheme of things, it's almost now. I want to be clear for the 1% of you who freak out that I'm okay with wasting money. Of course not, guys. I do everything on a budget, and every dollar I get, it gets invested, so it makes me more money. But my point is, if somebody collects $3,500, so again, how do I get those numbers? $3.5 trillion in revenue, $54 billion in wastage. $3.5 trillion is 3 followed by 12 zeros. Let's just take away 9 zeros. That leaves you with, let's say, yeah, that leaves you with 3,000. Yeah, in fact, let's do the math here. So if we take away 9 zeros, that should leave us with 3,500. Actually, that should leave us with $35,000. Come to think of it, hold on. I'm doing a math lesson on the fly here, right? So if we have 3 5 followed by 3 zeros, yeah, that's 35,000. 35,000. But then if you take the 54 billion, which is 54 followed by 9 zeros, and then you take away the 9 zeros, you're left with $54. So in the grand scheme of things, I mean, the point I'm trying to make is there really that much wastage? And does this really need to be an issue that sabotages the entire bill? That's the big question. Does this need to be an issue that sabotages the entire bill? Now, speaking of sabotage, House Speaker Pelosi, House Speaker Pelosi has decided, or I should say, had decided to do a vote by unanimous consent tomorrow to push for the $2,000 stimulus checks. And here's the interesting thing: she needed all the votes she could get to get that $2,000 to pass that unanimous consent. But guess what? Just one House member could actually block the bill that House Speaker Pelosi had planned for Thursday. And guess who decided to block it? The House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. The House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy told fellow Republicans today, in the past couple of hours, that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's attempts to pass a bill by unanimous consent tomorrow on the floor of the House with $2,000 instead of $600, he said it will fail. He's not on board. So basically, House Speaker Pelosi can have all the intentions she wants, but I want to be clear: approval from House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is going to be needed. To proceed with the unanimous consent that House Speaker Pelosi wants, and House Speaker Pelosi wants to increase the payments up to $2,000, but it's not going to happen because McCarthy, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, has said that is not going to happen. House Speaker Pelosi did say in the past, in fact, she said it today, if the president truly wants us to join in $2,000 payments, he should call upon Leader McCarthy to agree to our unanimous consent request. That's what she said. In fact, this was a recent announcement. And House Speaker Pelosi said the entire country knows that it is urgent for the president to sign this bill both to provide the COVID relief and to keep the government open. If the president does not sign the bill by the 28th of December, today is the 23rd of December, so if the president does not sign this bill by next Monday, we are going to have a government shutdown. We're definitively going to have a government shutdown. So this is the shocking part, everybody. This is the astonishing reality that we live in right now, and I'm hoping that it doesn't come to that, because a government shutdown in the middle of a pandemic would be horrible. Before the comment from House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, House Speaker Pelosi had said that she plans to convene the House in a pro forma session at 9 a.m. On Thursday, which is tomorrow. But again, just one House member can block the bill, and it has been blocked by Leader McCarthy. He basically said that it's going to fail, so he's not gonna support her on that. And what is unfortunate now is it's a tough situation. Here's a comment from Drew Harwell, who's a tech reporter for the Washington Post. He quoted a senior Republican official who said only Trump could take a final big win for his administration, and in a fit of illogical madness disown any credit he'll ever get. So pretty surprising news there. And so right now where we are, everybody, is an official at Freedom Works. This is important. An official at Freedom Works, which is a conservative group, when they heard about the president's push for $2,000 stimulus checks, they said Trump is surrendering the argument on universal basic income. You are no better than AOC right now. So this is a pretty tough situation that we are all in right now, everybody. So that's where things stand. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like things are going to go forward. Now, look, could the president change his mind and just say, "Hey, I object, and I'm going to sign it anyway," so that so that the government continues to get funded, and so that we can continue, we can send this aid out. He could, but then he'll have backtracked his own position. If he stays firm with his position, it's clear the Republicans are not supporting $2,000 stimulus checks. I want to be clear about that. In fact, like I said, Rand Paul released a report called the Festivus Report, where he went on and on about government spending. So that was a major concern as far as Rand Paul was concerned. So that's it, everybody. Let me know what you think about this news. We're definitely not going to see the Republicans support stimulus, and that is unfortunately where things stand right now, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as usual, you'll get a link to all of our resources in the description section below. I appreciate you all. If you have any questions or comments, type them out. But it's very clear that the Republicans are not going to support the $2,000 stimulus, because House Speaker Pelosi's attempt to bring a vote to the floor of the House by unanimous consent requires the support of the House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. And he said he's not going to support her. He said it. He said, "I'm not going to support you." And so that means that House Speaker Pelosi will not be able to do a vote by unanimous consent tomorrow, which means we are back to square one, which means that the president, if he backtracks, he's going to have to find a way to to justify his position if he backtracks. And if he doesn't backtrack, and if he doesn't sign the bill, if he does not backtrack, and he does not sign the bill by next Monday, the government shuts down right before New Year's Eve, right after Christmas, in the middle of a pandemic. This weekend, aid, unemployment benefits, PUA, PEUC expires. This weekend, millions of our fellow Americans prepare for eviction. This weekend, the government unequivocally fails the American people. Or the president could say, "Hey, I changed my mind. I'm going to sign it anyway." There is no other way. There is no other way. And that is where things stand right now, everybody. It is unfortunate, but this is where things stand right now. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. You'll get a link to all of our resources in the description section below. Let me know if you agree with the president's position or if you disagree. And again, I'm going to point this out one more time. The United States government collects $3.5 trillion a year. which is 3.5 followed by 12 zeros. That's how much we collect. Okay? So again, that's 3.5 followed by 12 zeros. We take away 3 zeros, you have 3.5 followed by 3 zeros. That is 35,000, right? Now let's take the $54 billion in waste, which by the way was highlighted by Rand Paul. 54 followed by 9 zeros. Let's take away the 9 zeros. Okay, so if you take away 9 zeros from 54 billion, you have $54 and you have 3,000, actually you have $35,000. If you have $35,000, okay, if you have $35,000 and what you've done is you've simply, you've wasted a portion of it, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? I'll let you be the judge. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next episode of Ignition Time. What a bizarre situation, everybody. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you soon. I'll let you know as soon as more news emerges from the administration. I appreciate you all. Hang in there, everybody. Be strong. Be strong. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. I appreciate you being a viewer. I appreciate you being a subscriber. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. And if you want to get on our SMS alerts list, just get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000. You'll get added to our SMS alerts list moving forward. Now, keep in mind that when you get on our SMS alerts list, you'll get important news, you'll get breaking news, and you'll get announcements about any future training programs on investment and how to grow your money. You'll get information about those types of training programs if you're interested. You can opt out of the SMS alerts at any point in time that you want. Now, if you want, you can also get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and then you'll get added to our email list going forward. You can opt out of the SMSs or the emails at any point in time. Now, the Ignition Time channel is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about your money. Our goal is to help you overcome the cycle of poverty. Here's the cycle of poverty on your screen. This is the thing that holds most of us back. Because once you're in a cycle of poverty, it's very hard to break out of that. It's very hard to get to the next level financially. I will help you get to the next level financially because I have lived through the cycle of poverty and now I live the American dream. I want to teach you how to live the American dream. Now, keep in mind that YouTube does not always send out notifications on time. So all I ask you to do is simply bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. So go ahead and bookmark our channel. This way you can visit the home page of our channel and check out our videos at any point in time that you want. So make sure you do that. Follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. So follow us on Instagram and then you'll get exclusive news as an Instagram follower. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. So make sure you follow us on Twitter for real-time alerts and breaking news on Twitter. Also, please comment below. One of the things I'm personally extremely proud of is our community. Our community is intelligent, it's growing, it's bipartisan, it's respectful. So comment below, engage in a healthy debate with our fellow Americans. I want you to know that for me personally, it's not about the red or the blue, it's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm American. We are all Americans first. So we need to unite, we need to be able to heal as a country, and we need to be able to move forward. That is what the Ignition Time channel is all about. Please share this video with 2 friends or family members, just 2 friends or family members. That would mean a lot to me. And finally, if you learned something new from this video, please click the like button. Please subscribe. Please enable notifications. Gently ignite that subscribe button because the name of our channel is Ignition Time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.